Alright. I think everything is good. Alright. It's been a while. I think it's been like 2 weeks or something since last I made a video. So, forgive me. I hope you'll find it in your heart to forgive me for that. It's not that I haven't per se had time to do it. It's just, I don't know. I guess I didn't feel like it. So, I didn't make it. Because I don't have to, which is nice. I get to make one whenever I want to. So, cool. Of course, I should, make videos. So that's what I'm here. I mean, I want to do this now anyway, but I don't know. There's no time limit to it, I can make one every day. I can make one, twice a day, 5 times a day, or I could make one once a week, or once a month. It depends, It depends. I mean, like, to be fair, I've got exams coming up now, so there's my excuse as to what why I'm, not doing as much as I was, but also because, I mean, to be fair, I kind of started playing GTA 5. I've never actually played it, I never really had that in my childhood. As you could imagine, I was more a Minecraft player than I was GTA 5 or any of the... Well, okay, San Andreas. Was it called San Andreas? I think it was called San Andreas. That one I did play. That was fun. But do you mind? Jeez. That one I did play, but besides that, which was like way back, I haven't played any of the other ones. So now I got GTA 5 and I started playing it. I actually had it free from Epic Games. I've had it for a few years now, but I never got around to actually trying it out. So I was like, yeah, what the hell? And it's kind of fun, Not gonna lie. But, no. Now I just kind of want to play some Minecraft and stuff, and also talk. I like talking. I think a lot of people enjoy talking, I mean, maybe that's a generalization, but I don't know. Sometimes you just want to talk, man, Anyway, what I'm doing here right now, I mean, obviously I'm mining. And I don't think you need me to tell you that specifically, but I'm just trying to get a lot of materials, a lot of iron for the beacon, because I was thinking of making the beacon, but I think I'd rather first get like a good chunk of change, I guess, whatever you want to call it, of iron, so I could just not have to go like back and forth, because I think if I use the gold, I'll have enough to make like the tier 4 beacon, but I don't want to use the gold because the gold will be for, I mean, I guess golden apples. I was gonna say golden carrots, but there's no point to that because I've got, was it a guy or was it dude? Oh god, I haven't seen them in a while. I forgot who was who. But, I've got the villager to do my trades with. Love that guy. So, still, maybe I'll use the gold as well if I need to, because it's a lot. It is expensive as all hell, man. It's like, I think at least 2.5 stacks for a tier 4 beacon, and I think it's like nearly. If you want to do because I just looked this up, right before. I know I've had 2 weeks to do my homework. Alright, sue me. Alright, I looked this up right before, and it showed that... Okay. It showed that, in order to make, like, the 6-tier beacon, that gives you all of the, the powers, or whatever, it, okay, well, that's just really rude. You need, like, nearly four stacks, which is like, what? 4 stacks, man? Jesus. That's like math. I don't know how much it is. What is it? 4 times 9, I guess, right? No, I'm stupid. It doesn't matter. It's a lot of materials, is what I'm saying. So, I mean, if I wanted to kill another 5 withers and get another 5 beacons in order to max it out, maybe I will. I'm not sure. Because the thing is, that's only really useful for, what was it, like 50 block radius or something? And that's basically just my house. It's not a crazy distance or whatever. 50 blocks, that's it. And you need 4 stacks for that, which is crazy. But it would still be nice. So yeah. So first I'm just gonna get some materials. The fuck was this? Oh, okay. I guess I'll break in, whatever. Oh, I thought it would lead to somewhere. Never mind. Yeah, so the goal today is just mining, and maybe next time around we'll get around to actually making the beacon. Whenever next time around is, by the way, I'm not too sure. I'm fairly swamped with exams right about now for the next 2 weeks. So, yeah. I can't wait for that to be over, my god. But I gotta be patient. I really, do enjoy how Nether Armor basically just makes it so that you can completely ignore your problems, and then they'll either go away or they'll die on their own. It's great. Or you can always just stab them yourself as well. No biggie. But, oh, sorry buddy. I ain't bringing you back. Way too deep in now. Pause. But, yeah. It's just playing it on easy mode, Maxed out Nether Armor is just easy mode. Of course, the exception is the Warden, but... Is that really what I think it is? Speaking of the Warden? Yeah, I do not want to deal with that guy, like, ever. I mean, I'd want to go there just to get, like, the sneak... the sneak 100 for my pants. But I do not want to mess with that, Can I throw a torch down there and... Yes, it will work like a light source. That's funny. Well, okay, to be fair though, this doesn't mean ancient city. But also, it doesn't mean I want to, mess around and find out, It's way too dark. Really? That's rude. Alright. Oh, and also charged creepers, I guess, are another issue. Because those guys will, kill you in one shot, I believe. If you're just, like, right up next to them, which is crazy. But you don't really run into those that much, so it's whatever. Oh, I meant to write this up, but okay. Oh, yeah. It's basically easy mode. Baby mode, if you will. Except for the Warden and charge creepers. Other than that, you're basically invincible. So that's great. And I guess really high fall damage. But, you just got a MLG clutch with the water and you're fine. But what I want to talk about today was... I guess I'm done here. Alright, I guess I'll just mine up whatever. I'm not gonna lie. I don't really like the current. Okay, call me boomer, but I guess what I'm trying to say is I miss the old YouTube. All right, I think everyone that knows old YouTube misses old YouTube, and part of that is definitely nostalgia. You know, I'll be the first to admit it. You know, everyone that's like, everyone ever, anywhere, always talks about, oh, back in my day it was so much better, or whatever, right? Whether it's movies or video games or YouTube videos or songs or whatever, right? It's like it's always back in my day. It was so much better, you know. And maybe it was, or maybe that's just, you know, nostalgia talking. But either way, there's definitely a truth to that. However, you know, nostalgia is also a part of it as well. But I think for YouTube, I think anyone that was present in the, I mean, I guess like in the 2013, 2014, 2015, I guess. God, that was over a decade ago. Man, I am really old. Really, really old. But yeah, I think anyone that was like present in YouTube of that time can will probably agree that the content was, I'm not gonna say it was, you know, higher budget, right? Because jeez, why am I like hiccuping? Man, it was definitely not higher budget, you know, or higher production. Like today's YouTube videos are of much higher quality, definitely. All right, but I don't know. I think I enjoyed the raw aspect of it, you know, and the fact that it was, I don't know, it was people. It wasn't, yeah, it was people. It wasn't brands. It wasn't like companies, right? It wasn't faceless entertainment. It was a person that you would watch, you know, like. Okay, I would like to give some examples, but I feel like half of the people I'll think of have been in some sort of, you know, controversy or arrest or yada yada. Because, God forbid, you know, without any controversies, right? Can't happen. But, you know, think of whoever you used to watch like a decade ago, all right? And you know, and how simple their content was back then, right? Like whether it was parkour maps or survival island or I don't know, or modded Minecraft, right? All of that. Well, okay, I guess everything I just said was Minecraft related, but gee, it's almost like that's kind of what I've been, you know, recording for the past year almost. Oh wow, crazy how it was all Minecraft, but it doesn't have to be, right? It could be funny moments on any game, right? Like GTA funny moments, or I don't know, Team Fortress 2. Great game. But you know, it was just funny moments and gags, and it was fairly, you know, laid back in terms of the editing and the pace, you know, like at least the ones that I watched, and I think most were like that back then, right? It was a lot more minimalistic of a style, you know. It was more so, I think, about the person rather than the actual content of it, you know? Because, like, you know, I mean, okay, even today, there's still, like, any new game that comes out is going to have a Let's Play done on it, right? Right? Whether it's, I don't know, what are new games? I suppose the God of War, Elden Ring, Red Dead 2, that's a very good one. you know, they have their, or, you know, Last of Us or whatever, right? Like it was just Let's Plays, but the reason why you'd watch, you know, one person's Let's Play over another is because that person was entertaining, you know? That's why, like, the game was entertaining, sure, right? Because if the game was boring, then the hell. Most people would opt to play a game that was entertaining rather than wasn't. Unless they, I don't know, unless they had some plans beyond my our comprehension. There we go. It's late at night. I should be asleep right now because I've got, you know, exams and whatnot. But whatever. Minecraft first. All right. Other stuff later. But wow, raining, rude. Ow, that's also rude. Anyway. Yeah, wow, this is a massive cave. Cool. Yeah, the reason why you'd watch one person's Let's Play over another is because that person was entertaining, right? And maybe you like the choices that they made, or the way they played it, or the jokes they told, and that's great, right? That's fantastic. But, go. I guess I don't need 3 emeralds. It's not the end of the world if I drop them. And so that's, you know, that's why we watched who we watched, right? Because they were funny. And that's still the case today. I'm not saying it isn't, but I think... Okay. I am very rusty. I did not mean to kill you, man. You were my guardian angel. Alright, this is... There we go. Yeah, it's still definitely the case today, but there's definitely a lot of... I don't know, should I just... Really? Okay. Never dig straight down, man. And what I tell you. I don't want to call it shallow YouTubers, but there's definitely a lot of YouTubers that just aren't really up. I don't know how to say it. They're a brand, basically, right? Like they're like it was. Oh, cool. It was called like this. Can I pick it up? Cute. Go. Like, I watched a video, or it was something like the Mr. Beastification of YouTube, where it just talked about how, you know, so many... Almost did it again. So many YouTubers nowadays are, well, they're copying Mr. Beast. That's what it's called, Mr. Beastification. But what they're doing is just like the same content over and over again, right? And it's high octane, you know, like a lot of quick editing, right? A lot of intense music, a lot of like screaming and shouting, right? As if we're deaf, right? As if we're like old grandpas in a retirement home, right? And we're like, what? Speak up, Sonny, what? You know what I mean? And so they're just constantly screaming. It's high energy, it's high paced, and it's addictive, right? That type of content is addictive, okay? And there's a reason why it's so popular, right? There's a reason why it gets, you know, hundreds of millions of views or whatever, right? It's because it's I don't know. It scratches our brain in a way, and well, it's basic. Yeah, it's kind of like how what short form content is nowadays, right? Like the 7-second, was it 7 second on TikTok? I don't know, but you know, the brain rot of TikTok and Instagram Reels in video form, in longer video form. I mean, right? And it's just quick cuts and edits and loud music and shouting and explosions and, you know, whatever else. And yeah, and the thing is, like, I watch that as well sometimes because, like I said, it's addictive. It's very addictive. It keeps you on the edge of your seat, I guess you could say, and it keeps you watching, right? But I don't think it's very healthy in the long run, you know? I don't think that type of content is really healthy. Every now and again, sure, but if that's all you watch, then damn, it's not. I don't think it is good. I don't think it is good content. I think it is. I don't know. I guess I don't want to call it cheap, but yeah, and it's also sad because, you know, it's very successful, which means that, you know, everyone that wants to get big, you know, on YouTube or whatever, they're gonna do that, right? Because it's already worked for a ton of people before, and you're like, hey, it's probably gonna work for me as well. So you know you do that, and if it does end up working for you, like the more people that do it, the more people that it'll work for, and the more people that'll keep turning that cog, you know. And it kind of sucks, right? It makes it so that YouTube feels kind of the same, right? Like back then, again, this is probably still true for YouTubers, you know, nowadays. I'm not saying it's all, you know, okay, weird. I'm not saying that the entirety of YouTube is like this, but there's definitely a good chunk of people that are, like I said, Mr. Beast copycats or whatever. Or, you know, copycats or just whatever. But that just do what Mr. Beast, you know, does and just make it high octane. It doesn't even have to be like the challenges or whatever. It can just simply be the style of editing, right? Like loud shouting, you know. Although most of the time it is just challenges, right? Like trapping people in Minecraft, right? Or awesome escape room in VR or GTA or whatever, I don't know. And you know, it's cool and all, but kind of miss when it was, I guess, more personal, I guess, you know? Like I said, like the content might change, right? Like the game might change, but if the person is entertaining, then that's a win, right? That's what I want to be there for. I want to be there for the guy playing the game. And, you know, if the game is fun, then that's a bonus. Obviously, if the game is also entertaining, then that's great. But if not, oh well. Because, you know, whatever. Right? I don't know if that makes sense. But basically what I'm saying is if I want to watch the video for the content creator themselves rather than just watch it because it's like entertaining content, you know? And that's what I want to, you know, that's what I'm saying about the brand. Like, it's just brands, you know, nowadays. Like, yeah, there are definitely big YouTubers that are solo, but a lot of the time it's like, you know, it's a team, you know what I mean? And it's, I mean, I get it because, you know, they want to make higher quality content, and, in order to do that, they need more hands on deck. They can't just all do it by themselves. But still, you know, I kind of, every now and again, I go back and I watch like old videos, right, where it was just, you know, they hit record, and that was basically that. You know, they just did whatever they were doing. Maybe there were a few songs or a few like cuts in the middle or whatever, but that was it, right? And I don't know. I'm gonna let this run, I guess, because I want to cook all this, but... Oh. Oh, there we go. Yeah, so... I don't know. I don't know where I was really going with this, to be honest with you. In case you couldn't tell, I never have an idea, especially when it's like past my bedtime, and I'm just, you know, talking. But nonetheless, jeez, yeah, I miss that old style of YouTube content. I'm sure it's there today still, but it's definitely not, you know, top trending, you know, like top trending is gonna be whatever crazy, wacky new, you know, challenge people come up with, right? And, I don't know. I don't know, man. It's brands. It's just brands, you know? It's companies. It's no longer, or it's less likely to be a person, you know, and more likely to just be a whole brand or a company behind the channel. So, I don't know. It kind of takes away from the personal, like, feeling, right? The personal feeling. Like, go back and watch, you know, any of the old, I don't know, go watch like The Last of Us 1 or Until Dawn or any other, like, any game that came out like maybe 5, 6, 8 years ago, whatever, and just see how raw the footage was, right? And it felt really personal because it was just you and the person playing the game, right? And that was a lot of fun. For me anyway, because it was relaxing, you know. But nowadays, even if it is just you and the person, most of the time it ends up being a case where it's a live stream that is uploaded to YouTube, and so it's like that's still fine because, you know, even if it's not just you and the person, it's you, the person, the chat, the live stream chat. But now it's like, you know, depending on who's making it, right? They're gonna make a lot of cuts. They're gonna make a lot of a lot of edits, a lot of memes, and they're gonna still be good. But I don't know, it's not as comforting, you know, with constantly being, in a sense, interrupted by boom sound effects and bruhs and whatever. I don't know. Maybe all of this is just complete nonsense. I'm just talking out of my, you know, my rectum, and it's just the sleepiness talking. But yeah, that's basically it. You know, I don't really like what happened with YouTube, right? Like the Mr. Beastification, right? It's just like you search up 100 days on YouTube, and there are millions of videos with the same premise, or at least like a slightly different premise. And the thing is, none of the people are, in a sense, distinguishable from one another, right? Because it's just the concept of 100 days in Arctic, you know, I don't know, apocalypse, or 100 days in a nuclear wasteland or whatever, right? Like, the premise is cool, sure, even though 100 of them have been done already, but the person themselves is, you know, is unrecognizable. The people themselves are not really memorable. And I that's kind of rude to say, I know it, but I feel like it's kind of true. Like, it doesn't really matter who you watch when you watch a 100-day video, because it's, you know, it basically goes the same, you know, every time. So that kind of sucks, but oh well. You can always just choose not to watch them. It's sad that that's what rakes in the big bucks, you know, the big trends. Or maybe I'm like very old and 100 days died off like 2 years ago. I'm not sure. I'm not super up to date. with what's going on YouTube. To be honest, I'm just rambling. In case you couldn't tell, I'm just rambling. All right, but yeah, I don't think I have anything more to say than that, to be honest. Right, rambling, good old days, rambling, Mr. Beastification or whatever, rambling. That's basically what today was. Yeah, I don't know. To each their own. At least we still have the old videos that we can watch if you want to. And if you want to watch the newer content, like watch, like it's longer form content than TikTok and Instagram Reels. So it's definitely still better, but it's still so over saturated with with intensity and music and screaming and shouting, that it's still not really the healthiest, if you will, right? It's like basically playing like high, dubstep music through headphones 24/7, right? Which is not healthy. So viewer discretion is advised when you watch the more high intensity, I don't know how to call it, high, fast-paced, huge action, I guess, form of content. And every now and again, maybe find something that's a bit more slower paced, right? Like a movie, or a video essay or whatever, right? So, yeah, I mean, that's that basically. I think I said everything I wanted to say like 5 times over, so no need to repeat it for the 6th time, but I'm gonna do it anyway. No, whatever. Yeah. Yeah. Old, nostalgia good, new thing bad, boomer Mario. That's basically it. But yeah, I guess that's that. So all right. I will see you guys next time.